Hi everyone, it's meteorologist Terry Swails. You're on tswails.com, and this is your Sunday afternoon weather briefing. And this being Sunday, I'm relying on some divine intervention to bring you the best possible forecast this week. That never hurts. Hopefully I'm in good standing with the powers that be. And today, fresh Canadian air is moving in from the heavens up north, and this is going to be a dominant part of our weather forecast here for the next 6 or 7 days as unseasonably cool air gets established around the Midwest once again. And today, this next lobe is now working its way into the upper Midwest. The cold air aloft is generating a lot of clouds from northern Iowa into Minnesota and Wisconsin. Also, a few showers have formed in the unstable air up there. You can see a few of those dotting Minnesota and Wisconsin. The further north you go, the more pronounced those are. And it looks like this will be a part of the weather feature here for several days to come. As the cool air gets established further south, even a few light showers will be a possibility from time to time in Iowa and Illinois and the rest of the Midwest. Now these will be confined generally to the late afternoon hours, and the coverage will probably be only around 20 or 30% of the area, so not everybody will see these things, and they'll be brief and generally light, but the instability with the cold air will lead to some afternoon clouds and a few scattered showers as we go through much of the upcoming week. And those temperatures are going to remain very cool around here. Our reading's probably going to be on the order of 5 to as much as 15 degrees below what's normal over the next 5 days. Also, a little talk here about the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation. This is something that I look at to forecast temperatures, and today the MJO is in phase 7 out of its 8 phases, and from here by August 1st it's expected to move into phase 2 and 3, and these are pronounced phases for cool weather around much of the Midwest. And you can actually see the phase 2 there indicating coolness from Iowa and Illinois, southern Wisconsin, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And phase 3, which might be just a little cut off on your home computers here, actually shows below normal temperatures over a pretty large chunk of the United States. So with the MJO heading into these cool phases, I think that's a real good tip-off here that we've got some cool weather coming down the pike over the next at least 2 weeks. And here's what the 500 millibar jet stream flow is expected to look like as we get into early this week. And you can see on Monday here that old jet stream is slicing in from the northwest, sending that cool air on in here. And once it gets established, once again, sure looks like it's going to be locked in with a trough over the eastern half of the nation all the way through about August 10th. In fact, you can confirm that a little bit here by looking at some of the long-range temperatures. These are the temperature anomalies for 16 days. So if you go out 16 days, take all the temperatures, average them out, this is what you get for the anomalies, or how much below it's going to be. And this is in centigrade here, and so we're looking at readings that are probably going to average about 5 to 10 degrees below what is normal over much of the area from the Rockies all the way to the East Coast and right on down into the Gulf of Mexico. This is a pattern that we have seen over and over again this summer, and I sure don't see any changes here for the next 2 weeks. Also, did want to mention that there are some showers again that will develop in this unstable air mass. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Here's what you can see the rainfall forecast is like off the high-res NAM, and these little showers again will be spotty, and you can kind of see the little bands of rain that develop around them. They track from northwest to southeast in the upper level wind flow. So here and there may be a few spots that pick up some light rains in the next 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, but the majority of the heavy precipitation should be up in Wisconsin and maybe parts of eastern Minnesota. Then as we go out into the week further, another pocket of cold air is expected to eventually drop out of Canada, and I think that's going to have a little more instability associated with it, and the showers should pick up a little bit here as we get towards Thursday and Friday, and so by that time the rain amounts start to increase a little bit over eastern Iowa and especially into Wisconsin and northern Illinois, where you can see some rain totals there on the order of a half to 1 inch. So while I don't think there'll be too much around here in the next couple 3 days, the rain is expected to become somewhat more organized, and the coverage will increase a bit as we get towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And of course the temperatures are going to remain well below what is expected to see at this time of year. So that's going to mean a lot of 70s in our forecast, which obviously is pretty pleasant stuff. So that's where we stand here on this Sunday. Thanks for visiting tswails.com. And as I always say, roll weather, and it never hurts to have a little divine intervention. Have a good one.